wouldn't be a new day if the topic of Tesla potentially merging with SpaceX didn't come up yet again. Let's watch this on the latest ARK Invest Brainstorm podcast.
Last week, we asked for questions from our viewers, and we got 2 excellent ones. So we'll start off with the first, and then we'll answer the second, which is the one I think we're all more interested in. But the first is, what's the likelihood of any SpaceX-Tesla merger or quasi-merger this year?
Sam,
You have
what's
to
the
answer
likelihood?
your question.
I have to answer the question. I think this year it is fairly low. I think down the road it increases much more significantly. I think Tesla is working on the chips, but those are probably not ready for the next couple of years. I also think there's a lot of reasons to let Tesla appreciate and be recognized for its Robotaxi capability before you try and swap shares. And so it'd almost be hurting Tesla shareholders to do it preemptively because they'd be getting diluted to a greater degree.
Yeah.
I totally agree with Sam. I think the odds of that happening this year, very low. In fact, I'd say vanishingly small probability. But over a long enough time frame, it does seem inevitable. And his point about potentially being unfair to Tesla investors, that is completely reasonable. If I were to sum up Tesla's consensus valuation as I record this, about a $1.3 trillion market cap, just under $420 per share. The valuation seems to comprise of, obviously Tesla's doing well with electric vehicles and will continue to do so. The battery business is going to be pretty successful as well. And they're probably going to carve out a small but meaningful slice of the autonomy pie, which is much smaller than it's actually going to be. And there's no such thing as the Optimus humanoid robot. That seems to be how consensus opinion is currently formed around Tesla. If the consensus opinion around Tesla's valuation was really capturing what I personally see in the future, e.g. Tesla's not just going to take a small slice of a very small autonomy pie, but the lion's share of the profits of a much larger than most people expect pie, that they'll have seemingly infinite demand for their massive energy storage products for many years, if not a decade plus to come, and that Tesla's going to be wildly successful with their Optimus humanoid robot, which at scale will dwarf autonomy, which at scale will dwarf their existing EV and energy storage business. I'd expect Tesla today would have a multi-trillion-dollar valuation. What Sam's emphasizing here is that if SpaceX were to merge with Tesla, SpaceX current valuation, which now includes XAI, which also includes X, so the 3 X's, almost identical to Tesla's current valuation, meaning Tesla shareholders would be diluted by around 50%. In exchange for that, of course, they then get proportional ownership in SpaceX. In the future, if the consensus opinion is, Tesla is actually going to dominate autonomy, the autonomy pie is much larger than we thought, Optimus is a huge deal and Tesla's going to be very successful there as well, you would expect Tesla to have a multi-trillion-dollar valuation. That would result in far less dilution for Tesla shareholders. E.g., let's just say that Tesla's worth 3 trillion, SpaceX 1.5. You're now looking at 33% dilution for Tesla shareholders instead of 50. And we know that Elon Musk has goals laid out that include Tesla getting to a $8.5 trillion market capitalization. Now, to be clear, I absolutely want to see SpaceX and Tesla become one. But Sam's on the money when suggesting that right now, or in the very short term, with Tesla and SpaceX having near identical valuations, a SpaceX-Tesla merger at this level would probably result in Tesla shareholders getting the short end of the stick. And recall, Musk is on the record many times talking about the potential of a SpaceX IPO, always emphasizing that he wants to reward long-term Tesla shareholders. So I don't think personally you're going to see Elon Musk pushing for a merger between these two entities prior to Tesla itself, having realized a little bit more of its valuation potential. Let's take a quick trip down memory lane. And while we do, I'd like to remind everybody of this well-known quote regarding the stock market. Over the short term, the stock market is a voting machine. Over the long term, the stock market is a weighing machine, meaning that over the short term, and yes, that means periods of multiple years, consensus opinions, feelings, sentiment can meaningfully influence, drive, or hold back valuations, a stock price. But over a long enough time frame, let's say 5+ years, definitely 10+ years, investors will generally figure out the true value and substance of a company, and that will eventually be reflected in the stock price. Case in point, Tesla stock in September 2014 split adjusted $18.49 per share. Roughly half a decade later, 31st of May 2019, you could have purchased Tesla stock nearly 5 years earlier and you would be down 33.26%. But just hold one additional year and suddenly you're now up about 200%. Hold another year beyond that point. You're now made about 10x, up nearly 1,000%. We can go back even further. September 2013, split adjusted Tesla stock $12.73 per share. If you'd held from late September 2013 until end of May 2019, you would be down on your Tesla investment. More than half a decade and the stock went absolutely nowhere. But the company's underlying value continued to grow and grow and grow and grow. Yet the sentiment at the time, Tesla will never make money, Tesla's going bankrupt, competition's coming, blah, blah, blah. And from those lows in May 2019, we saw the stock skyrocket. Even after coming back about 50% from a peak in 2021, if you'd held Tesla stock from late May 2019, just a couple of years, you'd be up almost 10 times. So imagine if SpaceX were to have acquired Tesla back in 2019 in May versus a year later with the stock having increased 10 times. They say history doesn't repeat, but it certainly rhymes. As I record this now, in early 2026, Tesla stock is currently in another period where it has essentially, despite lots of ups and downs in the meantime, gone nowhere. If you bought Tesla stock early November 2021 and you continue to hold to today, you might be up 2.5%. Almost half a decade, stock's gone nowhere, although it has been a very bumpy ride. Seems like Sam over at ARK Invest is under the impression that Tesla stock in early 2026 might be round 2. A long period of stagnation, half a decade give or take, and then suddenly, out of seemingly nowhere, investors start to accurately weigh Tesla's valuation and autonomy. Stock may then experience meaningful appreciation, at which point Tesla shareholders would be diluted far less if SpaceX were to acquire Tesla.
Yeah, I agree. I think 27 or later is, I would guess end of 27, early 28, if I had to put a spot at which it's going to happen.
All right. And then the next question. Can Brett make it through an episode without drinking like he just came out of the desert?
I made it almost.
I didn't even notice this. I'm like glad someone caught on. I had no idea.
I didn't notice it either until I saw the comment, but yeah, it's pretty funny.
Well, usually I'm drinking coffee. I need it to like keep words per minute up. So that's the.
Oh, Sam, question just going back to Tesla SpaceX before we depart. Do you think the timeline accelerates if Tesla's car sales continue to decline?
I think then it's even more important for Robotaxi to demonstrate the value.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that Tesla is independent of its unit sales. I mean, unit sales are important as a kind of feedstock input into the model, but they have a set of assets out there. Their existing production rate, roughly flat, is still sufficient to generate a huge cash flow outcome on the basis of Robotaxi. And once they start doing Cybercabs, it's like, it really could be remarkable.
Understatement of the century there. Cybercabs, the impact on Tesla's business certainly will be remarkable. Earlier, Brett predicted that a Tesla SpaceX merger may be late 2027, sometime in 2028. But I think that's probably as reasonably soon as we might expect this to take place. But no doubt, long term, it's inevitable. It's not a matter of if, but when. By the way, on the SpaceX IPO itself, I expect this will take place sometime around mid-year, give or take. I suspect that they'll be raising at least $50 billion for starters. Data centers in space ain't going to be cheap. And I'll leave you guys with a little bit of food for thought. While SpaceX is a publicly traded company, raising fuck tons of capital and flush with cash, if Tesla continues to look like the bargain of the century in terms of its valuation versus where things are likely to head as Robotaxi scale, if I happened to be a SpaceX investor post-IPO, I would be pounding the table, urging SpaceX to buy mountains of Tesla stock with any spare cash. I mean, why not? Especially if it's inevitable eventually these two companies become one. And today, relative to the SpaceX valuation, Tesla looks like an absolute bargain. Why not nibble off a few % of Tesla? Want more content? Early access? Bunch of perks? Click the links in the pinned comment. AG1 has been part of my daily health protocol for almost half a decade. It's packed full of vitamins and minerals and helps me fill in nutritional gaps while supporting energy, digestion, and immune function. It also has prebiotics and probiotics to promote gut health. I take my health very seriously, and so should you. Try AG1 today by visiting drinkag1.com/SMR or click the link in the pinned comment and enjoy a free welcome kit with vitamin D3 plus K2 and AG1 travel packs. That's drinkag1.com/SMR.